Hello. I hope everything is going good. Training for Life program. We're getting after it a little bit here. We're on exercise day session number 9. Today we're going to do 4 sets of 6 reps. So you did 3 sets of 8 the other day. That equals 24 reps. Today we're going to do 4 sets of 6. That equals 24 reps. The difference is, because those reps are a little bit lower, we're going to increase the weights again, all right? So let's bump it up an extra 5 pounds on the dumbbells, put some 2.5 pounds on the bar, take it up a notch. Make sure your quality stays good. Make sure we're focusing on technique. Let's get strong and let's get after it today, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace. Hey, what's up, guys? The first exercise for today's session is going to be the push-up position plank. Basically, it is what it is, right? It is what it says it is. We're getting down in a push-up position, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to kind of lock everything in, all right? Quads tight, butts tight, midsection tight. Squeeze your butt here. If you could get yourself to hold that position for 2 minutes, your core strength is on point, and it's not something that you should be worried about. Remember, we don't want any back pain. For today's sake, we hang out there anywhere from 45 to 60 seconds. At the end of this program, your goal is going to be able to hold that position for 2 minutes. All right, guys, the next exercise is going to be a single leg RDL with a row. What we need here is a band that we're going to attach to a low setting here. I have it set down, maybe 6 inches off the ground, wrapped around a piece of equipment here. And basically what we're doing here, it's 2 moves in one. It's a combination move. So as you can see my lower body, we're gonna reach, single leg RDL, and then we're gonna come up and row. So from here, reach, row. You're gonna hit all your reps on one side, and then all your reps on the other side, all right? As you can see, I'm no expert at that one, and it's not going to look smooth. It's not going to look pretty. You might have to tap your foot down on the ground. That's okay. It's going to be that way. So what we're doing here, working a little single leg balance, but also getting an upper body row in, and we're kind of sinking in. It's a cross body action. So if your left leg is on the ground, your right arm is doing the rowing. So you get synced up with this kind of cross body stuff that doesn't really happen too much in our day-to-day life. So that's what we're working on there. Exercise 3, lower body power right now. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're doing a squat jump. In the past, we've done the seated verticals. Now we're going to eliminate the bench, and we're going to use our arms here, and we're going to do a counter movement. And remember, with this counter movement, it's kind of like the stretching of a rubber band. So we're going to start with our hands up high. We're going to stretch tall. We're going to snap the arms down, and then we're going to jump straight up. It's going to look just like this. Stick the landing nice and soft. I had a question about how do you land? On the toes or flat-footed on the heels, and pretty much it's going to be in that in-between point. If this was my foot, it's going to be here on the ball of the foot. I'm not going to put my foot on camera because that'd be a little bit weird, but basically this part here is going to cushion the impact. It's not going to be up on the toes. It's not going to be heel first. It's going to be landing on that ball of the foot, all right? That's the proper way to land. You're going to squat jumps, hands up, hands down, jump as high as you can, land nice and soft, reset, repeat. All right, enjoy it. All right, so this next exercise here, we're going to start doing our supersets here. Exercise 1 is going to be a lunge, reverse lunge. Exercise 2 is going to be a chin-ups, all right? It's going to be a chin-up. So this is how this thing looks, all right? Get some dumbbells. All right, hey everybody, the next thing we're going to be working on is the chin-up. Now, this exercise is going to be very tough for a lot of people. It's tough for me, it's tough for everybody that comes in this door here, but it's going to be our goal. Overall, if we can move our body weight and get our chin up above the bar, or if we could get ourselves to hold ourselves with our chin above the bar, we're doing a lot of positive things and working towards becoming a stronger human being. So we have 3 options here. Number 1 is going to be to do the reps as prescribed. If you could do all the chin-ups, down, up, down, up, down, up, perfect. If you could only do 1 or 2, let's say, set a goal to do 1 or 2 as many times as possible, all right? The second option is this. You get yourself a chin-up bar, you pull yourself up, chin above the bar, squeeze, hold. There's going to be a lot of tension. There's going to be some shaking. Anywhere from 6 to 10 seconds equals 1 rep. That's another option. Option 3, start with your chin above the bar. All right, and then you're going to slowly lower yourself until your arms are fully extended. We're fighting gravity. Again, 6 to 10 seconds of slowly coming down is going to be ideal for us to build a little bit of strength. And that equals 1 rep. You climb yourself back up using a stool, chin above the bar, get your feet off of the stool, and now slowly lower yourself. That's it. Otherwise, the chin up is going to look a little something like this. Underhand grip, pull, come down, nice and easy. That's the chin up. All right, our next superset here is going to involve 2 exercises. One is going to be working on our posterior. We're talking to hamstrings, we're talking to glutes. We really want to load up those hamstrings, the backside of your muscles. Feel a stretch in those muscles when we perform the Romanian Deadlift. And then you're going to kind of extend your hips right back up, squeeze your butt, and then that equals 1 rep. And the second exercise is going to be push-ups with our feet elevated on something. Let's take a look at these 2 things. So with the RDL, weights on my heels, my toes could wiggle just a little bit. That's going to be okay. We want that back flat. We want to get a stretch in the hamstrings, and then we're going to stand up tall. So we're going to drive our hips back, come up tall. Drive your hips back, come up tall. Now there's no rules on how far to go down with that RDL. Basically what we want to do, everybody's going to have different flexibility, mobility issues, say. So if some of us have these super loose hamstrings, then they could take the dumbbells all the way down to the ground. We don't want that, because at that point in time, we're going to probably compensate our spinal position. Basically, what we want to do is drive our hips back. Our body, instead of being straight up and down like this, our body's a V, and this point here is our hips. So we stand upright, and then we're going to start driving our hips back. If you have a wall behind you, think about really pushing your butt back into that wall. We have to sink our hips back. That's number 1, all right? Number 2, if you have super tight hamstrings and you only lower the dumbbells to your knees, that's fine. Some of us are going to be able to take them below the knees, some above, some at the knees, some mid-shin, whatever it may be. Just keep in mind, don't compensate your back position because you're thinking deeper is better. So this next one, feet elevated. You can see in my box here, it's 12 inches off the ground. We're going to do some feet elevated push-ups. Basically what this does is it changes the angle of our body. Instead of being here, we're going to come here. It puts a little bit more stress on the upper body. It's a little bit more challenging. This is a stable object. This is good. This is a good starting place. If you're feeling frisky, we'll say, and you have a TRX or some sort of suspension trainer and you want to put your feet in there, that's also an option. That's a little bit more advanced than just using something stable like this. And I feel that we all have something like this at home. All right, so this is our feet elevated push-up. With this exercise, hit the prescribed reps and get after it. All right, what's up, guys? Our finisher for today is going to be a pretty good challenge. It's going to involve a lot of squats, and it's going to involve mixing in some push-ups here and there. So basically, here's the rule. Here's how we do this thing. We're going to count down the goblet squat. You're going to do 10 squats, then you're going to do 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? In between each set of goblet squats, you set the weight down, you go to the ground, you do 1 push-up or 1 explosive push-up where your hands come off the ground, and then you get back to your feet and you do 9 squats, and then you do 1 push-up, and then 8 squats, 1 push-up, 7, 1 push-up. The reason to throw those push-ups in there is because getting up and down off the ground is gonna involve a cardiovascular component to it. Here we go, 10 squats, hammering these out. Right after that, you get to the ground and you start hitting your push-ups, all right? Hands elevated on the box. You can do them that way. You hit the deck, you start doing them down on the ground, whatever you got to do. But basically, you're going to be moving pretty quick between the goblet squat and the push-up. Remember, counting down the squats, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And between each set, you'll do 1 push-up.